it's time for me to learn erosion. So here's what we're going to do. I need to pull up all of the screenshots of our erosion classroom, boards, and etc. And I need to figure out what they mean and how we and what the correct answers are on the erosion worksheet. And I need to hope that that is enough preparation for how to pass the final exam. Because with every other classroom I've done a lot of preparation. So let's do it. I probably at this time will also try to solve the erosion letter from her ladyship. So let's do it. Buckle the fuck up. Here is our blank worksheet for erosion. We're going to add a new layer on top. That way I can draw on it. We're going to go ahead and add our name. We're going to draw in... Should we draw in blue for blueprints? I don't know. We can do blue. My name is... Make hardness 100%. Make size a little bit smaller. Even smaller than that. My name is Ryan. Hello, can you teach me a new word? Okay. Let's figure this out. So, the other thing I need to do is open the tomb erosion letter in Photoshop as well. There we go. And go through what we know. So let's do this. Let's start by just comparing the we can review the boards because that's very simple. Prefixes and suffixes, aj and ja, first and last, and they are flipped, palindrome-esque. Ma and am, ov and vo, nev and ven, el and le. These are small, large, toward and away, new or old, or the start of, the end of, I/me, or the absence of me, a lack of myself. Cool. That one makes a lot of sense to me. We have the sort of nouns in the middle of these words, or at the base of these words. Earlier erosion did not use any verbs, so today the rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. I think we actually saw that in... I feel like I saw that in this letter somewhere. I thought I saw a verb. Forget? Probably forget. That's not a physical verb, but we saw Sinclair. Gift, maybe? I don't know. Gift could be a loan word. Lore for word, hue for house, tray for tree, yate for gate. Luna for water, or loon for water. Dao for day, nigh for night, and array for future. So one of the things that we have been trying to translate is the Oven Navari, which means towards something, new future. In, we're not exactly sure what that means yet. So that is something that I'm curious about. Ovin, I-N-N. Anyways, okay. With that done, let's look at these worksheets and just kind of compare and contrast. See what's right and what's wrong amongst them, probably. So you both have Trissa and Phoebe both have 4 out of 6. Correct. They both have Ajlor, Ulteach, Nevlor. Many of the like extra things in here are just removed from the sentence. Ajlor would be new word. Is that correct? New word, first word. Ajlor would be first word. Nevlor would be new word. Does that mean, does first word mean hello? Like the first word is hello? Because it's the first word you say in a conversation. Ulteach. Teach is a verb. I'm not sure about. I don't know that. Oh, we did not read this part of the bulletin board. Okay. So, L, when paired with a verb, can mean I will or I won't, similar to ul or lu, meaning, so this can mean I will, I won't, or will you, you will, you won't, or something like that. Will you or will you not? So ul must mean, so I think this one's correct. I think this is we're looking at Ajlor, Ulteach, Nevlor. Probably not in all caps, Ryan. Although they wrote them in all caps, actually. Maybe we'll do it in Ajlor in lowercase. I don't know what the proper like capitalization rules are here. And what we're going to do below that in orange is new word will you teach, and then sorry it's actually first word. Buckle up, guys, we got a lot of this to go. Okay, perfect. We're gonna make that all smaller. I think that makes sense. Make it like 18. I'm even going to put a bunch of spaces so that we know exactly how it's translating. Okay. I feel good about that one. There's certainly going to be some ones here we probably don't feel good about. Meanwhile, Morris Jacobs did not get everything. So there's something interesting on that first one. That's not actually completely full. You left off Ulteach. Hewam Ovet. The large house is towards the east. Hewam Ovet. All 4 people had that. All 3 people. We know that AM means large. HEW, does that mean house? That does mean house. Okay. So, the way we should write this down is what was the Ovet. Here, what that means is actually house large. Is that correct? House large. Yes. And then ov means towards or toward east. I should have put a dash there. Let's make this a slightly darker color so it's a little bit easier to see for everybody. Shit. Okay. I feel good about that. Okay. I will swim at dawn. L, meaning I will, which is the thing we learned at the bottom of the... I have too many tabs open on my computer. L means I will. Aj means first. Da means day, meaning the first of the day, aka dawn. So Elswim Nevdao, I think. Aha! Actually, there's a mistake here. Elswim Ajdao versus two people saying Elswim Nevdao. So, which one did Maurice get wrong? Is it the first one or is it the last one? Or is it the, this is acceptable. Ajdao means first. Nev means the start of. So you would think it would be Nev. Not the first day, but the start of the day. Nevdao. You would imagine it would be Nev. So let's go ahead and say that we think it is Nev. So the correct answer here should be Elswim Nejdao. Sorry, Nevdao? Nevdao. Meaning... I will swim first of day. Yeah? Was it Nevdao or Nejdao? It was Nevdao. I misspelled that. Nevdao. There you go. Elswim Nevdao. Okay. So then the next one is interesting because people have different answers. Lay read nigh or read lay? Wordle? Or lay word? I won't read at night. Should probably be the lay. Should be lay. It is a suffix, so it should go at the end. So suffix lay, read lay, I won't read. So it should be read lay. Nigh. So that's one of the ones you got wrong. Okay. Read lay. Nigh. So when we get all the way done with this, this is our hypothesis for how this works, by the way. But we're gonna have to check it at the end. For now, it's very possible that all of the kids made a mistake on some of these, on one of them together, and we're actually being sort of led down the wrong path on one of these. But until we know that, we're going to assume that they're barking up the right tree here. Nigh does mean night, right? It does on the board. That's good. Okay, the branches of the tree are old. Tree Branchvin. It just sounds like hilarious German, kind of. Trevenvin. Seems wrong to me. The branches of the tree are old. Vin, Trevin, Trevenvin, or Tree Branchvin. So, what is the second Vin for? And I can't find the first Vin because I can't find my suffix page. There it is. Does it mean the end of the tree? The branch is the end of the tree? Sort of like your fingers would be the end of your body? It is a suffix. So it should go at the end. I honestly think if I were answering this based on the very few things that I would know, I would say trevenven, which is treven means the end of the tree, but then you add another suffix to say the end of the tree is also old. But I don't know. It's certainly the one I feel least sure about so far. Uh-oh. Tree branchvin, I feel like is probably wrong. And then this one is wrong. The trunk of the tree. Ah, so this is a two-part. So if ven would mean the end of the tree, then the start of the tree would be nev, meaning nev tree would mean small start of tree. The trunk of the tree is small. So then the only one this one got wrong was the first. So I think the only one Maurice got wrong is hello, can you teach me a new word? Because they did not say teach at all. They just said hello, new word. They didn't include can you teach with ol teach. I believe that this one is, I think Ventriven is not quite right, but does work. And then Manev tree does work. So let's do that. Let's call this Manev tree. And let's call this tree Venven. This is tree end of large, right? Yeah, the end of. Tree, the end of. AKA the branch, the end of the tree, is large. Oh my god, can you imagine playing this game in a... Can you imagine playing this game if English was also your second language? Or watching this series if English was also your second language? I know we have a lot of people who watch this series who English is not their only language. I don't know if it's their first language. So I should have said small at the beginning here, right? Yeah, so small actually goes at the start. Small, tree, the start of. Except it should be small, the start of, tree, so that we can keep track of what part of the word aligns with what part. Okay. Whew. I feel good about that. I think that's 6 of 6. Can we take this and translate either of these things? First off, I still don't know what in means, but I do know. But I have an idea. Does in nev future means the start of, but also means means new, but also the start of. So we should actually be a little careful on that. Sorry, I'm trying to look for something real quick. Is eclipse and in eclipse. In. In C. We know of et, and we know of or. C ja. The last C. The first C. What What does in sphere and in eclipse and is eclipse mean? Right and left? I don't know. Maybe we can find out. Maybe I'm doing this the wrong way around. Maybe we can find out by doing this letter, right? Oh boy, this is gonna take me a second. Okay. Orel digeris. None of that is anything that I think I know. Lorja does mean word last. Oh boy. Okay, we should make this a different color. Let's make this a yellow. It'll be really easy to see. Word last. We're going to make it smaller because it's going to have to fit a lot. L, I/me, or I will or I won't. Sorry, I/me/I will. Dearest. I have no idea. We're going to have to put question marks where we don't understand something, and we're going to make the question marks red. Oral digeris versus oral digeris. IRI. What is this? Oris Navari. Oh my god, that's the same fucking thing, right? Hold up. Sorry, I have too many fucking things open on my computer. Let's get Maurice Jacobs' thing open. That's the wrong one, because that one is useful to me, because it's mostly correct. So I'll use that as a reference over on my other monitor. And then keep these things open. The bulletin boards, because those are useful. Oh, we also have this. Nevdal means dawn. Ajlor means hello. Which means Lorja has to mean goodbye. But I'm going to put that in orange because I feel relatively confident about that. I mean, should I do it in... Oh my god, this is going to be a whole ass... Okay, so here's my new strategy. Green for the pure translation. Yellow if I'm unsure about it. Red if I really don't know. Okay, so the green is just like directly translating. Lorja probably means goodbye. When Ajlor means hello. I think we can assume that. I say Lorja, you say I say Ajlor, you say Lorja. You get what I'm saying, right? Oh boy. Okay. Old Jorah may actually be like a name. Same with the like oral digeris. So we should ignore that. I think. Let's start with the most... Oh my god. Where's the place we can most likely figure this out? Eld lore? EL means I/me. But what is L and I/me word? Lore? Ulo diris? What does that mean? I don't know, dude. Forget INN. Oris Navare. I mean, Navare means new future. / the start of the future. This is gonna be this is gonna be an amazing puzzle when we solve it. And until that day, it is gonna be the biggest pain in the ass of all time. I'll tell you that much for sure. I can't wait. So what we should do here is probably just make a bunch of this. What I need is little lines of text that match the punctuation and the spacing of each of these lines, and then we can go back in and replace stuff with what we know. So this is word, period, period. Word, potentially that's 3 words. Aldare, I think it is, because I think, yes. What does that mean? Something future. Well, that mean okay. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So this is 3 words. I think Oris or Ovis Fenro. So this word right here is future. That part is green. Finro? Finro. I have no idea. This is a long ass word. Okay. So then we have Hugh Sinclair Lou, which just means Sinclair in the middle of a word. Period. Hugh Epson. Didn't see that before. Lou. Period. Forget. And then in, which we don't know what that means either. God, I hope this is visible at all to you guys and or not the most boring thing we've ever done. I have to angle it a little bit so that it fits. Okay. We're okay, this is interesting. So I think forget as a verb is just been stolen. So I think that's just forget. Sinclair should be green. That's a name. We have 2 proper names. Forget. Old is happening a lot here. Old, are, means something future. Old, ein, don't know what that means. In it is. I don't know what those mean. Okay. So let's go ahead and take this one and copy. Damn it. Ner? Does it say Nev or Ner? I think that says Nev. I think that means dawn. I think that means the start of day. Eldar? El meaning I will. Dareilu? Lu means you won't. The start of day, space, I will, question mark, question mark, question mark, you won't is how I read that. Lu meaning ul meaning I will, lu meaning I won't. Wait, it's here again. ULD, wait. UL means that, but what does ULD mean? I don't know. Oh boy. Okay. We gotta keep progressing here. We gotta keep There's no time for despair. This one is separated by commas. I'm getting overwhelmed, but I'm going to do my best to ignore that. And instead, just take it piece by piece. These are 3 words. Ule, uleld, uleld, uleld. 3 different words. Dao, Nai, and Mora. Dao is day, Nai is night, Mora we do not know. However, there is a place named Mora Jai. What is Jai? Uleld? What does that mean? UL means you will. EL means I will. Does that mean we? You will and I will? We will? We will day? Does that make sense? I will, you will. Sorry. You will, I will. Then there's a D, which we don't know. Then day. Sorry. When paired with a verb, it can mean I will or I won't. When not paired with a verb, it just means I/me. So U/L, I think, would mean you. Maybe the 2 of those together becomes we. We day? We will day? We day? Then we will night? I mean, I think I'm kind of on the right track there. It's either we will or just we. And then we will Mora. What that means, of course, is an utterly different question. I think, hilariously, this is kind of requiring some major abstract thinking. The combining of I/me and you would be we, maybe. What is a we day? Wednesday? What is a we night? I don't know. Especially at the very start of a letter. This would be a address. This could be a greeting. I don't know what we will Mora means, of course. Orulel, gift. Gift could be a verb. Eld hue. EL means I/me. Hue, I do not know. Wait, do I know? Hue means house. So Hugh, oh my God, Hugh means house. So why is it House Sinclair Lou? House Sinclair Lou? House Sinclair Lou would mean you won't. House Sinclair you won't. House Epson you won't. Forget. Okay, hold up. Gotta go slower here. House Sinclair. I think that means you won't. And I think all of this is green. Oh, shit. And then House Epson. You won't. So the thing this is such an interesting puzzle because of the way that Erasion does not have very many verbs. So I think House Sinclair you won't, House Epson you won't. Forget becomes the verb that applies to those two. I don't know what it applies to those two for. Forget Uldine in. Uldine. Uldane. Does in just mean north? I'm flip-flopping on how I want to solve this problem. One of the ways that I want to solve this problem, in our world, that would be called the North Sea, or the Arctic Sea, or the Cold Sea. But the Top Sea, maybe? But I feel like north is a pretty good... But the problem is that this is not north. North eclipse? Fuck, I don't know what that means. This is the name of a planet. Mora. Vea. There's... Oh, man. Interesting. Okay. Orsi. So there's Orsi, Esh-si, Insi, the Et sphere, there's so many prefixes that I don't think we currently actually know the answer to that it makes this a little difficult. Rot and Tor. Rot and Tor. Lore we know means word. I feel like I found Tor somewhere. Jor means name. Because of suspect is May Jor. So, Jor means name. Is there anything in here that has Jor on it? We should pay attention to that if so, because that's a piece of info that doesn't come from the classroom. Jor? J-O-R? No? I know, I should probably just keep going. Eld lore. What does eld mean? I've seen EL and I've seen UL. Why is there ELD and ULD? There's something going on here with the adding of E. Maybe it's like Old Eurasian? Maybe I'm reading like Middle English, you know? Like, okay. We should just keep going with what we're doing here. So the start of day, Nevdao. That one, we can make it green. Just keep going with what we've got here. We can keep cracking this out. Eldar. Is it an R or is it a V? Because the other thing is that I can't really read the difference sometimes between these R's and these V's. I read that as I will blank. Yep, this part is green. But then it also ends in Lu, which is you won't. Okay, which I think I have. Okay, then there is this whole next part, which is Aj, aka first ELBID. First, I will. Is that a verb? Bid? First, I will bid. Then space. You will heed. First, I will bid. You will heed. Space. I will word. Oh my god, I just had the biggest... My brain just clicked. This sentence right here. Ajalbid, Yulheed, Eld lor. EL is not I will. It means mine. First, I will bid. that you will heed my word. AKA, first, please hear my word. Or obey my word. Or heed. You know the drill. You know the drill. First, you will heed. I think it's mine. I think it's my word. It's the, this is amazing. This is so fucking amazing. So I think ELD and ULD are probably mine and your. I think it is a possessive. I think it's possessive. So we need to make this much smaller to make this fit. The start of day. I think it's my. I think it's my. Or mine. Mine something. Wait. It's just future. It's just future. My future. My future. I don't know what that means. Mine future you won't? It sounds dramatic as hell, though. I think it's my future you won't. AKA Dawn. My future. If the word ends right here, Nevdao, then it is my future you won't. First, I will bid Aj El. So that means first I bid. First I bid. You will heed my word. What does Ulodris mean? Ulodiris. I don't know what IRIS means. It's all over the place, though. Oh, there's Jor, by the way. So Uld Jora. Oh my god, I'm all over the place right now. Uld Jora would mean your name something? Jora? Uld means not mine, but yours. Your name or like, I don't know. This, I feel, this is questionable. This is questionable. We're going to leave that as yellow. Your name. Oh boy, I just moved everything. Toward. Oh my god. I'm speaking a new language and my brain is fucking fried. Oh boy. Okay. Ov means towards. ELD would mean mine. Towards mine. Aj would mean first. And then I don't know what iris means. Is that on my... It's not on here anywhere, is it? Iris? No. The iris? Like iris just like the noun? Like, of the eye? Towards? Toward my first? Is that what it is? First? I think these are green. I think I mean, that's just a direct translation of those prefixes. And then iris is red because we still don't know what that means. I mean, it could mean iris, but if that is someone's name or like nickname, the way that I'm currently interpreting this is oval digiris is like almost a nickname. Towards my first eye could absolutely mean in a poetic fashion, which Araja is known for its poetry. Apple of my eye, or like the first thing I see in the morning. Does that make sense? Like that's where my brain is going with here. Is like my beloved is basically the synonym there. We will day, we will night, we will Mora. That Mora should be red, everything else should be green because it's just like in terms of unless no. We okay. Oh my god. I love puzzles so much. Uleld might be our. If it is possessive, the same way that eld is mine and uld is yours, uleld would be our day. Our day, our night. I'm 99% sure this is our day, our night. I'm going to put it yellow because it is not a direct translation. That is me taking a step. That's me being like, I think it could be this. But I feel pretty good about that. Our day. So then this is our. We don't know what Mora means though, unfortunately. Oh shit! I just undid it all. Mora Jai. What would Mora Jai mean? Mora is just question marks. It's not a word yet. We don't know it. This whole next word we're gonna get to because Hugh means house. Eld means your house. Ovis means toward something. Okay. I'm trying to solve too many things at once. Holy shit! I'm in love with this puzzle. I'm in love with this puzzle. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it as quickly as we can. One step at a time here. So ov means towards. Toward. It's just ov. Ulel, which would mean I think us. Toward us. Gift is probably just the actual, like the verb itself. Toward us gift. That should be green except for the us, which should be yellow because I still feel really unsure about the like pronouns and the like the like possessive like what's the word? Us, our, I, me, you, yours. I feel very unsure about all of those. Eld hue just means old house. Just no, means my house. My house with the house being green 100%. The my being yellow. There is no period there. This all gets shifted this way a little bit. Toward us gift, my house. Ovis means toward question mark, because we don't know what is means. Nevdau means dawn. Right? Like we just decided it means dawn, right? Dawn. I'll swim at dawn. So I think it just means dawn. I think we just have to call it dawn. Let's just call it dawn. We can say, instead of the start of day, that's too confusing. Let's just say dawn. We can make it yellow because it's not a direct translation of the like letters on the page. It is me being like, this is what the worksheet says. But dawn, uld, ri, lay. So this means our future, a lack of. Right? No, your future, a lack of. Your future. Sorry, it means a lack of myself? That's even worse. Oh, shit. Is this a breakup letter? A lack of myself? That's amazing. If that's a breakup letter, that's the most poetic shit I have ever read. Dawn. Your is yellow because of what I've said before. Future and a lack of myself is a direct translation of... That's off of the board. Your future without me, basically. Dawn is yellow. Sorry, this like these like yellow and green, I'm sure is a little bit annoying, but it's like I have to do it because it's my confidence. It's just 100% like if I can read the color, then I can read how confident am I in this word of this sentence. Because in a minute here, we're gonna have to piece together a letter, and each one of these words is going to affect the other words in the letter. And when we do that, I want to know this one I'm sure of, this one I took a liberty with, this one I did not. So, Dawn, my future yeah, it means my future without you. It means my future without you. It means my future without you. Holy shit. Dawn, your future. Dawn, my future without you. Is this a breakup letter? First, I will bid. You will heed my word. Ulo diris. We don't know what iris means, but we do know that Yule means you will. So you will question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I think it technically means you, but when paired with a verb, it means you will. So it might just be you. It might just mean you. We need to color coordinate this. First, I will bid. I feel pretty good about this. Bid is the I think this is mostly green. I bid. Bid is the question mark there. I think it's just saying the verb bid. You will heed. I think that's green. I feel very confident in that. My word, eld lore. I own the word, my word. That's green minus my, which is still, you know, I'm assuming that's eld hue means my house, my word. I think this makes sense though. And then Eulo dearest. The you will is probably green. I don't know what Eulo dearest means though, or the other half of it. Oh dearest. Iris is in the first word. Iris is in this last word. Lorja means goodbye. I think Iris means dearest. I think it means dearest. Okay, I have an idea here. I'm 99% sure what this says, and it's based on the pure poetry of it. Oh my god. Is Ulo Diris means you will always be dear to me. This is my favorite puzzle in the game. I'm getting emotional here. I'm pretty sure. So Ovel dearest would be towards, aka addressed to, eld mine, Aj first, Iris would be dearest or beloved. I'm gonna say for my own sake that I'm gonna call Iris beloved. And I'm gonna write a little note off to the side. Sorry. I'm gonna say dearest because it sounds like it, which is helpful to me. Iris and dearest is, I think, part of what we're learning from this letter. This is gonna be our little key up here. Maybe we'll put it down here. I think what we're learning from this is that Iris is dearest. So basically, towards the first person, or like first, maybe not the first person chronologically, but like towards my most beloved. Our day, our night, our something. I don't know what that means. Toward us gift, my house towards something. I don't know what that means. The dawn, I think it means basically this letter, or like right now, is the dawn of your future without me, and my future without you. But first I ask, that you listen to what I have to say, or my word. That you will always be my dearest? This is such a breakup letter. This is such a breakup letter. We're gonna call this white, and we're gonna call this always, and we're gonna put it in white. I think it could absolutely be wrong, but there's a chance. Then the next line, you won't be House Sinclair. You won't be House Epson. Forget something here. Uldein in. I don't know what that means. Forget. Uld would mean your. Ein, we don't know. Forget your. This is in yellow because of course it is. Uld Jor. Jeari. Uld future. So let's piece this together one thing at a time. So Uld would mean your something I don't know. I have too many things open on my computer. Can't find what I'm looking for. Okay. Jeari. That's not a like suffix or a prefix that I know. Yeah, I don't know. Your something. Your future. Toward. Is. Fenro. Is that I would is that the start of a new word? I think that's the start of a new word right here. Finro? But I don't know what any of that means. Finro? Or Finvo? Is that a V or a fucking R? Oh my god, it's impossible to tell. I think that's a V because this is a V. Finvo. So this is Finvo, which is away. Means something away. Finvo. Okay. So that's green because that's just a direct translation. That's green because that's a direct translation. This is yellow, and this is yellow. Oh my god, I'm so lost in the sauce on this puzzle right now. I think there's quite a few things here we don't understand, so I'm gonna put some more question marks. Okay. Then Uld ein Jo. That might be Jorovo. It might be Jovovo. And we don't know what that means other than probably it ends in away and starts with your. Your being yellow, away being green. Direct translation. Okay, then we end with towards. This is towards, last letter of the thing. Towards Ov Eraja. Towards Eraja? I mean, the name of the country. Towards Eraja. Towards Is New future, right? I mean, this is the sanctuary, at the inner sanctum. The start of the future or a new future. So that's green. Toward is green. Iraja itself, we can keep it red for now. I mean, it's just, does it just mean the nation, or does the nation mean something that I don't know? Does that make sense? We can say is here. I think we can just, at this point, I think we can say, in some places we can say the, like, so Finn is also the name of a nation, though, right? Like Finn Ares. Finn away towards Iraja. That's got to mean something. Towards Is, which I think might be a direction. I think it could mean south. I think it probably means south. Towards the north and a new future. I don't know why that would say that on the inner sanctum. Towards the south and a new future. I mean, I was going to say if Herbert Sinclair and her ladyship, but they weren't married. I was like, if they divorced and they're going in different directions, one would say towards the south, new future, and one would say towards the north, new future. But this is Simon. This is Herbert's brothers. This game makes me feel crazy, by the way. This is Simon, right? Simon Sinclair's, not Herbert Sinclair's wife. All right, we're getting there. Toward Is. We're replacing a couple. We're just cleaning up a little bit. The red things are the things we still need to solve here. This word is very confusing. Your Georgiri. Forget your something in. Forget the north? Towards the south and a new future. Towards Araja. Georgiri and Ainjoro. Gift. This one is Mora. This is our Mora. So we need to know what the name Mora means. Maybe? I don't know. I do not know. So, is there a way to tell, though? Like, is there a way to tell what there has to be a way to know what in and is mean, right? In the game, I feel like that would be a thing that they would. Oh boy. So I have to remember what we're doing here, which is that we're trying to solve the final exam. To get there, we may not need to know everything that I am currently trying to solve. We may, I'm not sure, but we may not. So I think probably for now, it kind of makes sense to leave what we have as is. Let's do a brief overview of this letter. I think it's a breakup letter, basically, towards the first person I ever loved. I'm gonna try and translate it into speech. Towards dear my first beloved, or the person who is first in my heart. Some expression of togetherness. Our day, our night, our Mora. My house is a gift towards us? and towards the south. Or some variation of that. My house, the south, us together. I don't know. This is the dawning of a new period of time. Your future without me, and my future without you. So there's something weird with the two different tones here. Some of it is like very loving, and some of it is very like the opposite of that. First, I will bid that you heed my word. You will always be my dearest. That's how I read that. You will no longer be House Sinclair. You will no longer be House Epson. Forget your something with the North. Your something else. Your future is towards blank and away from Finn. Your blank away. Toward Iraja, towards the south and a new future. Goodbye, my dearest. Eld dearest. This is the other thing I never actually finished. Eld would be my dearest. Goodbye, my dearest. That's why I feel really confident about this. This is white, but I feel really confident about it. Goodbye, my dearest. Uld Jora. Your name? Uld Jora? Your name? Call me by your name? I don't know. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Okay, let's see if we can't solve the final exam. I hope it's not timed. That's the biggest thing that I am a little bit nervous about. Reddington Elementary graduation. 8 years certainly flew by. I'm so nervous. Is there anything in here? It's just a single desk, which is really nerve-wracking. There's a folder sticking out of that thing, which is a little funny looking. Oh, there's 30 minutes. Oh, no. Final exam. Your exam has begun. You will now have 30 minutes to complete the next 18 pages of questions related to the curriculum covered over the previous 8 grades. Sorry, my wife just texted me right at the start of the thing. If you do not know the answer to a question, skip it and come back later. This is an open book exam. You may use your notes, may retrieve information from other rooms to help you as long as you complete the test within 30 minutes. After you have completed your exam, it will be created remotely. Results will be sent to you the following day. Sam left his house at 6 a.m., drove 5 hours west, past 8 flags. He then turned north at Tanner Fork and drove 2 hours north, past 4 flags of the same color before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. What color were the flags? Okay. I'm already really nervous because I don't know what this means. 5 hours west past 8 flags. He turned north at Tanner Fork. So my screenshot here would be... this is bunkhouse, right? What's it called? Safe house? Bunkhouse? Called safe house. Is this just the Tanner Fork is 10? Orinda Aries. Where does Sam live? Drove 5 hours west and passed 5 flags. He turned north at Tanner Fork, drove 2 hours north, past 4 flags of the same color, before arriving at Trinsdale, which is also on the map, which is number 14, at noon. Trinsdale. Am I overthinking this? Probably. Aries Crossing is right here, though. I mean, my guess here would be... Can I change my answer later? My guess here is that you are still in... My guess is... My guess is like Red and Grand City of Finn. Can you not change your Oh no, you can't change it? Oh fuck, okay. What color is most often associated with hallways? Orange. Which of the following would be the least patriotic room pairing? Bedrooms are purple. Greenhouses are green. Sorry. So I understand what's happening. Chapel in Finn Aries is patriotic. A shop in Arch Aries. Oh, I don't think we're gonna ace the final exam today, and I'm upset about it. I think I just clicked maybe too quickly on this. I think it's possible that this is... The map says Orinda Aries, so I'm a little bit nervous that it's actually Black and Oris. But my thought is, in the schoolhouse, they always are like, welcome to Finn Aries. Finn Aries. Everything is red in Finn Aries. But moving on here. Arch Aries and yellow is not... We should check the world map. Arch is yellow. Raja's purple. Carrerica is orange, so Carrerica would be incorrect here. What color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps when consumed? You motherfucker. Do you think I know? God damn it. I'm not going to ace it on my first time, which is going to be a problem. So... I think oranges are worth like 4 or 5. It might be bananas, but I think those are actually like 2. I think it's the least good apples, which might be green apples. Solve the following problem. 5 minus 5 times 2 plus 5 minus 5. We're going to use our cheat sheet here. Gonna get through all of the questions before we come back to what we don't know. This is 0. Solve the following problem. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Times 2 is 24. 5, 3, 15, 16, 11. Is that 1 0 or is that 10? That's got to be 10, right? Why is that confusing? Let's call that 10. Times 4 is 40. Divided by 5 is 8. Minus 4 is 4. Yeah, that's got to be it, because the other way does not work out. The other way does not work out if it's 1 plus 0, etc., etc. Okay, so 1, -3, -6, plus 7 is 1. Solve the following problem. 3 minus 1 minus 8 So -8 divided by 2 is -4. Plus 5 is 1. Carbon is just C. I'm 99.9% sure. The fact that this is a question is a little bit pissing me off, but I'm 99.99999% sure it's carbon. Which element appears directly below helium? Okay, I did take a screenshot of this. somewhere. I hope. It's in laboratory. It's also in one of the classrooms. I could go run and solve it if I don't get to it, but let's just take a look at our notes real quick. Okay, I'm getting a little flustered because I'm like 99.9% sure it's in my notes somewhere, but I can't find it under laboratory. So we're going to have to come back to that one. Not a real element. Mount Holly. That's funny. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a photo of these questions so that we can come back in a minute. Which element on the periodic table is represented by AG? AG is silver, correct? Argon, aluminum, silver. I'm 99.9% sure that's silver. Gold is what? Which element could not be used in the spelling of the word clues? How many elements are on the top row of the... God damn it. There's too many. I have to make sure I don't have it in my notes, because if I do, it's going to make this way easier. We have 20 minutes. We're going to be okay here. Where did I... Photo of it. I don't have one. Okay. I have 94 footsteps. So we have time. I'm a little nervous we're going to get locked out of here, though. How do I get there? It's this way. It would really suck to be locked out of the final exam. I should probably just come back to it, but there's so many questions on it that... Okay, there it is. Here's the problem, is it doesn't show you the names. That's so annoying. It doesn't show you the names of the places. So we're gonna go ahead and save this. In classrooms. Classroom 3. Table. Okay, my brain is freezing a little bit, which is a little annoying here, but like... I wonder if the one in laboratory tells you what the elements are. Wouldn't it be really funny if this door got locked? We're gonna guess on this one and say, oh boy. Never mind. What color is most often? Okay, we're good here. What color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps? We're not sure about. We did well on the math. Which element appears directly below helium? Ne. Which of the following is not a real element found on the table? Mount Holly. Y is there. LL has got to be it, right? LL is almost got to be it. HO and MT. MT. HO. Right there. Cool. So it's LL. Which element is represented by AG? I'm 99% sure that's silver. Argon is AR. It's not oxygen. Let's go with that. Which element could not be used in the spelling of the word clues? I'm pretty sure this is radon, which is Rn, I think. So I think we should go with that one. How many elements are on the top row? It's just 2. City of Finn is south of which small body of water? Excuse me? Where would I have found this piece of information? Oh. Like here? Is it this? It's this. That says bay. That says something bay. Oris? Over, then up? This is that earlier question, too. It's something bay. Morning Bay. How many cities in Finn areas are larger than Reddington? That might be in the Reddington book. We have 16 minutes left. We're on question 19 of how many? Does the Reddington book say... Third largest city in Finn Aries. That would mean 2 are larger. The following realms is not near Finn Aries. Arch and Araja. Then you have Nuance and Carrerica. So it would be Carrerica. I mean, kind of. But it is a globe, right? So, like, I'm overthinking things, but I've been an overthinker my entire fucking life. So, listen. Like, on this side of the map would be... But yeah, I think we should say Carrerica. Which sigil denotes the realm of Arch? Arch is the mountain. What realm is directly north of Iraja? You would call it Finn Aries. You would not call it anything else. Orinda. Where are you right now as you take this exam? I am in Mount Holly, which is in Reddington, which is in Finn Aries, despite the fact that I don't actually believe that. It's not... Oris. We're here in Reddington. So yeah, it is this, unfortunately. Featherfall Keep is the name of that other thing in the book, in the Reddington book. Which 2 pieces of art would be paired to depict the letter B? Bale and ale. Birch and oak would not be it. Birds and a bookstore. No. Wings and honey. It would be bale and ale. Which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in the grade 5 classroom? You motherfuckers. I didn't take photos of that stuff because I didn't want to. Which of the follows... What? Which of the following pieces of art is not displayed in Mount Holly's entrance hall? I think it must be C. Because in the entrance hall, there is a face and there is an ace. There is also a picture of a location. I don't know that it's Trinsdale, but it's this. Real eyes, veritable. Can you find the difference? What does this mean? What? Arch, Finn, Iraja. B, I, M, or R? Is this a palindrome? We're gonna come back to that. Who is the first crowned ruler of Finn Ares? I did my fucking homework on this one. Nope, that's not it. We're 80% sure that this is Teskin. I think. In which era were the railways of Finn Ares destroyed? How long did the War of the Fifth Era last? The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years. First capital city of Finn Ares was... Isn't that also Reddington? Site of its former capital. This goddamn book. This goddamn game. We're scrolling. First capital of Finn, not of Orinda. Which realm gifted Finn a dirigible to headway their victory parade at the conclusion of the war? That is the... It's in the slide. It's in the slide. I think it's green. Which would mean nuance, most likely. But I think that's because I think that the... We have 9 minutes. We have 10 minutes. Okay, let's do a smart thing here. How many questions are there? There's 46. We're gonna screenshot everything, so this is fantastic. We've just learned north and south. There you go. It's just a... Okay, beautiful. Okay, we were never gonna get this all right in the first time. The first capital cities of Finn Ares. I think it must be Reddington. I think we need to guess Reddington, and we're gonna take screenshots of everything. I don't know if we get our exam back and it tells us which ones are wrong or not. So we're gonna have to be, I don't know. We're gonna do our best to get an answer down for every question. Which realm gifted Finn Ares a dirigible? I can run back and find out, but I believe it is green. I want to check that piece of information. Oh my God, this is so much fun. By checking the stamps, which has a green dirigible on it, meaning we guess nuance. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what landmark? The pacification of Finn, right? This is this. The Gardens of Finn. Southern shores near what famous landmark? I think it would be this. Colossus Orenda is where we would have to guess. I'm going to guess Colossus Orenda. It's southern. Southern shores. It's not exactly on the shore, but it's like pretty close. Okay, solve the following riddle. 6 squared is 36. -3 squared is 9. -3 is 6. 12 flipped is 21. 3 rounded to the nearest 1. Sorry. 11 plus 3 is 14. No, that's not plus. Is it 11 is it, sorry, hold up. Do I do the rounding before or afterwards? We're dividing here. We're dividing here and then we round. That's gotta be it, right? 11 divided by 3 is and then rounded is probably 4, but 3.6667. I think we have to try that. 4 squared is 16, 21, 42, 41 flipped is 14, 5, 2.5, 2.5 times 3 is 7.5. We round to the nearest double-digit number would be 10. -1 is 9 times 6. This was 9. 9 times 6 is 54. Plus 100 would round to 200. Okay, we gotta get as many answers on the page as possible. 5 minutes left. What is the Arajan word for house? My bet is this, that they will return the final exam to me and not say, hey, you got this many out of this many correct, but instead they will say, hey, on 40, you got it wrong. And then I will know, hopefully, what ones were wrong. What is the Arajan word for house? It's hue. What does Nev Yate mean? I don't know. You tell me. Nev is the start of, or new. Yate is gate. So new gate. The phrase trivenly can be translated in several ways. Tree, ven means old. Lay means, I already closed my goddamn sheet. A lack of myself, or I won't. Ven means old, but it also means the end of. So, the end of the tree, which of the following is not an acceptable interpretation of this phrase? One of them is not. I think tree trunk is wrong because it is not trunk. It is the end of the tree, not the beginning of the tree. So I think it is trunk. We have 3.5 minutes left to answer 3 questions. How would you say the following phrase in Arajan? You have a very, very long name. Jor is name. Your name would be would maybe be UL or ULD. RAA, Ulra, Jor Am. Am means large. RAA, I do not know what that means. I do not think it is. This is something else. This is the end of the day. Nai Dao means something else. Lor Lu means, I think it has to be the one that has name in it, right? I think it has to be Ulrajon. But what does Ra mean? So that's interesting. How would you tell an Arajan, count me out? This would mean me count away, which could be something. Lay means a lack of myself. Iraja. I would go with count as the verb. I think you have to add it. Okay, so 2 questions left. 2 minutes. Using the provided Irajan terms for cardinal directions above, which would be the clearest way you could give directions to someone to get to someone at point A to get them to point B? In et is would be pretty good. Aj in would be first up, then east, toward tree, south last, away from tree is pretty good. I would say that's probably it. Also, small up, eat, large, small tree, at east, south, then ma or? What does that mean? Small, what is ORR? Small west. No. So it'd be first up, then east, towards a tree, last south, away from tree. I think that's good. In ancient Arindia, the number 8, we have 56 seconds, was considered by Ageran scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. Eight squared is 64 squared. 64 times 64 is 4,096. 8 squared is 64. 8 times 10 squared is 100. The secular sphere? What does that mean? The secular sphere. Numerical perfection. 9 seconds. We have to guess something here. We got to guess something on the page right here. Well, I should have guessed 6. Fuck. I should have guessed the 6 there. I think the 6 there was best. Dang it. Okay, we left some without an answer. Shit. Oh, that last question was confusing, and I think the answer was actually just... No, I don't know. Oh, man. That was a... Oh, boy. That was a brain blast. I have to ace the final exam, and I don't know if I aced it. Holy shit. My brain hurts. Wow. What a run. I'm like seeing stars. I'm like... Oh my god, I have a million things open on my computer. I have so many. I have so many images open on my computer that I was scrolling through to help me get through. Wow. Okay. Well, that was a successful run. Today we learned Irajan and took the final exam. I do not think we aced it, but we'll find out. I think we left a couple blank, so I don't think that we aced it. I don't think we got 100%. Maybe you don't have to get 100%. I'm still really proud of us that we managed it, and I'm very curious to see what happens when we get our grade back. How do you decompress after something like that? Thanks so much for watching. I think we should probably go to break room to end the day. I don't think we need to do anything in schoolhouse. I don't think we need to do anything, period. Huh. What a day. What a day. God, it feels crazy to just rush to try and get all of that done, and then right before it And then at the last second, there's like there's nothing to do. Rush to finish the test, and then the minute the test is finished, this run is just kind of over. But you're gonna have to wait until the next episode to find out how we did. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna look at the result today. I'm also gonna have to wait. I know. You may be thinking, what do you mean I have to wait? You could just start a new run right now. I could, but I'm gonna wait as well. I'm gonna wait as well to find out. Let's find a freaking break room. Where is it? Right here, which is just get back to the start and then go from there. Oh boy. I think we were not particularly prepared for the final exam. But I don't think we were meant to be. What I mean by that is, I think there were questions in the final exam that were sort of designed to give us information. One of them being, does it say anywhere on these maps what the cardinal directions are? I don't know that it does. We had kind of imagined that we knew what they were, but I think I learned what the cardinal directions are from that question. There were other questions too that I think were sort of like sort of trying to give you an answer or a piece of information that you may not have found other places before encountering it in the test, if that makes sense. Oh boy. Ace the classroom final exam. God, I'd love to do that. All right. Unfortunately, we have to kind of end the episode right there. So, thanks for watching. I'm going to end the day inside of break room. I'm going to go take a strong drink of some sparkling water. And we'll come back soon and find out whether or not that was how we did on the final exam. Sorry, my brain is broken by that test. Oh boy, I feel like I'm back in algebra class. Take a hard exam and then just sit there and stare into the middle distance for a while. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you sitting through my ramblings today as we learned to speak a new freaking language. Shit's crazy. I appreciate you guys so much. I mean, yeah, it's saying to the north, to the south. That's what it's saying. 100%. Crazy. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you very soon. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Let's see what it says here. An impressive campus. Day 97. We've almost hit 100 days. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.